For 42 years.
Let me get Al Sharpton.
Just what we need right now. Baltimore's inspiration station.
You referenced that fast?
106.1.
I just got an award from the National Action Network.
Oh,
Thank
congratulations, man.
you. Thank you for my work in the community.
Congratulations.
We are us? No.
okay,
no. People are powered by the struggle.
Gotcha.
Or its advertisers.
What's up, DMV? Are you ready for a show like no other? This is Radical
just like you
Radio,
did.
a show where we take you from surviving to thriving. If you can think it and you can say it, then you can see it. Join us every Saturday at 2:30 p.m. on Praise 106.1 FM. Come on, DMV, let's get radical. Please welcome Pastor B and PK.
What up?
What up?
Hey, Baltimore. Hey,
What's going
Baltimore.
on?
We are so excited to be back. It is the last day of the month for us. I had to, yeah. It's not the last day of the month.
She's starting off
But it's
crazy
the last day of the month
already.
for us here in this time slot.
In this time slot.
Yes.
We got a new time slot coming
Yes,
up, y'all.
we do.
Next Saturday, you can catch Radical Radio at 12:30.
Yes, I'm so excited about that. Yay!
Yeah.
Clap, 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 clap.
So
12:30.
you got to make sure that you tell everybody you know that Radical Radio is on the move. We're moving from 2:30 to 12:30.
I'm so excited
There is
about
a
that.
shift taking place in our lives,
I'm so
and
excited.
we are happy about it.
Yeah, we have a lot of new things going on, just personally in the ministry, outside of the ministry. So it is good. So 12:30 starting next Saturday. I think that's March the 4th.
Yes, it is the 4th.
It's almost time to do Christmas shopping again.
It is.
It is, because
Start
this
getting
year
ready, right?
is going by
It's going by
super fast.
And so you got to understand that next week I got to remember to say that it's 12:30 and not 2:30.
Yes, but we're still half the hour with all the power.
And we still Radical Radio right up
Yes.
in your face.
And I'm the ball and he's the chain.
No, I'm the ball and she's the chain.
Oh, goodness.
No matter how you put it,
We'll see.
We
We'll
ain't
see.
going nowhere.
We'll see if that changes.
it ain't
going
going to change.
All right. Well, what you got for us today on our last 2:30 show
Our
of
last
the year?
2:30 show.
What you got?
It is still February, right?
The month of
Still
love.
the month of love.
How was your Valentine's Day?
My Valentine's Day. How was it?
You tell me.
Wasn't it with the kids? How was it?
It was with all our kids.
Yeah,
the
that's what I'm
spiritual
saying.
kids
Like,
and the physical kids.
right, it was with everybody.
The F word.
Valentine's Day.
Yes, yes, it
that's
was
what I'm
good.
saying. Like it was different.
Oh, I thought you was trying to think about what you could say on air and what you couldn't.
Yeah, you know you gotta.
was tongue-tied. He was tongue-tied for a
gotta
minute.
keep it clean,
Yes,
right?
you do
'Cause
have
they
to-
be like, oh, them church folk.
This
They be.
yeah. But it's the last show of the month for the month of love.
Yes.
And so we have decided that we wanted to end the show like we started the show.
Right, like we started the month, right?
Like we started the month,
So
yes.
we started this month talking about being single in the sanctuary.
Yes.
We had our very own KJ on, who we call Donnie Simpson,
Yes.
and he came in the booth with the voice low
Smelling
and the
all
smell
like
goods
cologne,
on,
talking about
you
what he
know.
was going to cook for dinner. He was like, good morning.
That's right.
Good morning,
And then we had 2 weeks where we talked about
Couple
being
stuff.
married.
Yes.
And magnifying,
Yes,
right? We had
yes.
a part 1 and a part 2.
Absolutely.
So it's only right that this week we ended back single in the sanctuary.
Single in the
but
sanctuary.
from a female's perspective.
Yes.
And
A
today
female.
we have a special guest.
Yes. And I think she's a doctor. Or is she almost a doctor? Or how does that work?
She getting ready to be a doctor.
She's almost a doctor.
Yeah, she like a doctor in training.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Doctor in training.
Yes.
And she is one of our citizens.
Uh-huh.
I'm super excited.
Uh-huh.
Dr. Ebony.
Welcome.
Hi, everybody.
We
Thank you for having me.
Can I hear you? Can everybody hear Ebony?
You want me to smoke? I'm trying to not be so aggressive.
No, it's
just-
okay. Be your aggressive self. She's trying to have some decorum.
No decorum.
I don't like them adjectives. No, be yourself. Be yourself.
Yep.
You know how we get down is all radical all the time around here, right?
Yes.
And so we like to welcome you to the show. We hope that we get some people to call in, maybe ask some questions. We hope there's some brothers call.
Yes.
Call.
She said call. She said, listen, call.
That's right.
Well,
That's right.
welcome,
So we had
Thank you.
KJ on the first week, right? And we was just talking about some of the things, some of the challenges that men have to deal with being single in the sanctuary. And so how about from the woman's perspective?
Yeah, but hold on. We talked about KJ. We talked about how he smelled. We talked about how he sounded. But I'm going to tell you, you can't see Ebony up close. But her nails is did. She got the bling on. She got her wrap all wrapped up tight. She had a fur thing around her when she walked in. Listen. She came. I don't know what radical city people think they're going to find at the radio station, but they come ready.
That's right.
They come ready. So I'm just super, super excited.
If you look good, you feel good.
Listen,
if you feel good, you do good.
And if you're ready, you don't got to get ready.
I was like, Ebony, don't go in there with no ball gown now.
That's right.
Okay, so go ahead.
So what do you find is some of the challenges of being single in the sanctuary?
There are no men coming to church in my age group.
Okay.
That's the problem.
To Radical City or all churches?
I can't say all churches because I haven't been to all churches.
Okay.
But my observation from the time I've been in church has been that it's either the sexy seniors or the seasoned seniors or the millennials.
Okay.
I'm 43 years old. I'm not trying to date somebody that's 30.
Right.
Correct.
Okay.
You know?
And you're not trying to date a sexy senior. You know?
No,
I'm
not
with
where
you.
it's at
Not
for me.
not into the
You
silver
gotta
foxes,
grow
huh?
into age.
Yeah. I'm with you.
Bless
I'm
God.
with you.
Right. And so when as you've been growing and noticing this, right? Because I believe that you're absolutely correct. Not only is it happening now, but it's always been like that. There's always been, more women in church than men, for a very long time. And so when you think about the challenges of that, how do you kind of circumvent that? Like, because you still got to go to church.
Yeah.
You're still looking for a man. So how do you circumvent not being able to find one in church right now?
I'm looking to be found.
Okay.
First of all. But I think, I don't really know. For me, my situation is a little unique. I'm originally from New York. So I came out here September 29th of 2021.
Okay.
And I work from home.
Okay.
So I'm already at a bit of a disadvantage.
So how you gonna get found, Ebony? Let's just get to it.
By going out?
Okay.
I guess going out.
I don't know.
Right? Yeah.
At the market?
Going out.
What grocery store do you shop at?
Giant.
Okay.
Which Giant? Put it all out there. Put it all out there.
Somebody might be waiting by the bread aisle.
I know.
She even went to the bread aisle to
Really
be like 12 people.
Go by the fruits.
Go by the fruit.
fruits.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
She like, I don't know if I want him to meet me there.
I don't really, to be honest with you, I don't really know.
You don't know.
I don't really know.
That's good.
And so that's the thing, right? For the women out there,
Not as good that she doesn't know, but that's truth because people may not know where to find someone
or how to be found.
That's what I was about to say. I feel like
say.
it's easier for a man because you can walk up to a woman easily. Well, because I see your face, Pastor B. I feel like it's easier for a man. For a woman, I'm definitely not walking up to somebody. He who finds a wife, you got to find me, Bo.
Right.
But then how do I position myself and posture myself in behavior?
Right. It's nothing. There's nothing wrong with wanting to be found, right? And there's nothing wrong with meeting somebody or having them find you, right? The issue is that a lot of women, especially that are in your age group, are like you. They go to church, they come home, they go to work.
Watch your mouth.
They come home, they go to the grocery store,
so where else supposed to go,
and they
Pastor B?
come home.
And
And that's it, right? And so the issue is that no men are just going to usually randomly be in those places waiting for you. And so when I ask people about being found, I'm asking, like, what are you doing in your spare time? What is it that gets you out of the house? What is it that gets you in places where men can actually find you? Where do men your age group go? Those are the places.
The gym.
where you
I go
need
to
to
the
be
gym.
found.
Okay, so you do go to
But
the gym.
I go to the gym.
What
in
you wear
my
when you go?
apartment complex.
See,
Right.
that's not
You
really
still
going
home.
to the
I
gym.
know.
You're still
You,
home.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
Because we go to the gym. India and I go to the gym every morning. And
and
she always
she done
have
been hit on about 8
so
times.
many
What
times.
gym y'all go to?
Planet Fitness.
Planet Fitness. Yeah, they be in there.
Hey, if you want to talk about being single in the sanctuary, if you want to hear Ebony give you a little bit of New York,
Or if you
then
want to
hit us
find
up at
what
443-380-2803, 443-380-2803.
So, I heard the word or term proper. How do you position yourself to be found?
When I'm outside.
No, I'm with you. I would say one of the main things, and you better not say nothing, Pastor B, but one of the main things is make sure, because you are aggressive like me, make sure your facial expressions are receiving.
That's a big one.
Because the other day, I am sitting at my desk, right? And one of my drivers come in and he said, "Hey, Miss Keisha." And I said, "Hey." And I usually keep my door shut. This particular time, my door was wide open. I'm looking at my laptop and I'm just pecking away. And he said, "Hey," when he first walked in. And then he was there for a long period of time. And then he left. And he said, "Miss Keisha, you know what?" And I looked up. And I don't want to say I'm irritated, but I was concentrating. I looked up and I said, he said, "You're not so bad once you speak." And I said, "Huh?" And he said, "You're not so bad once you speak and people see how nice you are." And I said, "You don't think I'm nice?" He said, "Your face doesn't look nice." And that was the first time. Usually when someone sees me and I'm concentrating on the screen, they'll ask me, "Can I see?" Because they say I'm squinting. But I've never heard that my face didn't look approachable. And so then he was like, "Have a good weekend, Miss Keisha." And it was like, yeah, now that I've broken the ice with her, I see. And I used to always wonder why this particular driver, I speak and he's speaking, he just keep moving. But now I see, and I have been trying to keep my door open a little bit more so my employees can, feel like they can access me, right? But I was not expecting him to say that about my face. And so I do know, and I've heard a lot of men say that she doesn't look approachable. And so I know for you, I'm not saying anybody said that, but you have a very eloquent way about you. The doctor term is there. It's about to be attached to your name permanently. And you have what appears to the outside to have it all together. And it could be hard for someone to approach you and think that you would even give them the time of day.
I received that. I've gotten that feedback before.
Really?
About the way
About just my
approachable look.
Yeah.
Okay.
That it can, especially if I'm not smiling. And then if I'm out in the street, usually if I'm out for a reason. So if I'm shopping, I'm focused on the
You're
person.
concentrating. Yeah,
You
I'm
headed
concentrating.
somewhere.
And if someone's saying, "Well, hey, how you doing?" It's like, "Hey."
Yeah. And why did you stop me? Because
Yeah.
that's my thought process was, I'm busy.
Yeah.
But I opened my door and I had to check myself about that because I opened my door for my people to feel like they can access me, right? But then I had the face that showed that I wasn't accessible. And so if you're positioning yourself to be found, make sure that even your position match your face.
Yeah. Slow down, Ebony.
Yeah.
Come in. Hello. That's what
That
we do
wasn't
out
no
here.
advice for you. That was
Yeah,
I guess
that's not
some
advice.
advice for
I think-
everybody.
But as you're talking
That's
to me,
for
I'm getting
everybody.
advice for myself.
Right, because I mean, what's happening, right, is that once you do finally, if you get somewhere, right, then now it's like, okay, she cute, but she don't look nice, and so now do I feel like dealing with this today? You know what I'm saying? Because these are the thoughts that men are having while they're sitting on. Do I feel like it? Do I got enough swag in me right now to have to go through these barriers? Because just like women have a preconceived notion about men and the way they are, men have preconceived notions as well. Like we come into the game understanding that, number one, if it's a Saturday, she might not be in the mood. Because a lot a lot of beautiful women on Saturday. Saturday is their day off. And they just ready to relax. They want chill.
Sweatpants.
They in sweatpants. You know what I mean? And so now let me figure that out. Then number 2, is this somebody that I'm going to have to try to figure out whether or not I can date her? Is this somebody who I'm just going to try to get a one night stand with? Like, what type of woman am I looking at?
Then put the face back on then.
Exactly.
Put the because somebody said I'm getting Botox.
Do y'all want to stay single?
No.
Listen. You have to understand. Y'all won't think this because y'all women.
Right.
This is what men are thinking in their heads because I gotta dissect a lot of information in a short amount of time and make a decision of whether or not I'm going to approach. All of this stuff is going through my head while I'm walking in a direction of a woman.
You must be sounding good because Jason over there nodding his head.
I see Jason over there amening.
It's just the truth.
Yeah.
And so because you're like that now, okay, if your face is already giving me bad vibes, then I might not feel like it. And I'm going to just walk past you.
Okay. So let's say someone approaches Ebony or any other female. Then when do you talk about the church component?
So again,
because if they not coming to church,
right?
She done found them at the Giant or the car wash, or she get Planet Fitness membership and pay this $10 a month, and she going to Planet Fitness. She meets a guy. Now, what?
You do it in the right stage, right?
So if he say, let's go to brunch Sunday morning,
meet you at the grocery store, at the gym. That's not the time where you say, well, you go to church.
No, but if she meet him on a Saturday in her sweatpants, and he say, how about I take you to breakfast in the morning? Is that a good way for her to say it will have to be after I leave service?
Yeah, she can slide it in there if that was the proposal. You know what I'm saying? Like if they like, hey, you want to do something tomorrow for brunch? Well, I'll be at church tomorrow. What time you get out? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, what time you get out?
See, you hit them with the assertive joint. There's a question but a statement at the same time. So
are
then
you
that
sanctified? Low key, are you sanctified?
Right. That way you can.
Ebony,
you'll
don't
know.
use words like sanctified.
No,
Don't use words like are you sanctified? No. I mean, it's good. I would say it how Pastor B said it though.
Okay.
Because sanctified mean you sound like my grandmama.
Okay.
And my grandma used to make me go to church. You see what I mean? Words could trigger things.
Absolutely.
So, you good and saved. You using words like sanctified. So I would just be like, you know what? I have church in the morning, but we get out at this time and then we can go.
That's
or
right.
Something like that.
That's right. We got half the hour and all the power. 443-380-2803. If you want to get in on this single and the sanctuary conversation, we got our special guest Ebony here. She's headed to get her doctorate, and she got stuff going on.
Yes, we call her Dr. E.
That's right. And so if you want to talk about some of the challenges you have, like we're talking about with Ebony right now, then come on, give us a call. We just got a couple of minutes left. So when you figure out whether or not they go to church, right? Now, tell me this. Is them not going to church right now a deal breaker?
It's not necessarily a deal breaker if they don't go to church.
Okay.
A deal breaker is if they're not saved.
A deal breaker is if they're not saved.
What if I'm spiritual?
What does that mean? You understand what I'm saying? The demon is the devil is the spirit.
But you know, some people say they spiritual.
Okay, well, I'm not for you.
Well, okay. But
you have to believe in Jesus. You have to be a believer.
I do
and
believe
be
in Jesus,
seeking
but I
him.
believe in these rocks too.
Oh, well, I can't do that. I can't see because you got to get delivered now first. Now.
Okay.
So we can't go through that.
Right.
Okay.
She gonna be laying hands on them and everything. Don't mess
So
with them.
they don't have to go to church right now.
Not right now.
Okay. But what if they say, I'm really feeling you because I like your energy. You bring good energy to the room.
See, that's a little new age. I mean, I wouldn't cancel them out.
Okay.
If you're saved, because some people say that, but I guess I would want to explore
the energy.
What energy, like when you say you bring good energy.
Yeah, because
like,
you haven't heard that.
So look, right?
I've heard good vibes, and I'm
okay,
manifesting.
same thing, good vibes or whatever. So
But
would
you
you
haven't heard
wrinkle
anybody
your
talk-
face up like you just did?
I probably would. I get into the
Right.
my therapist mode. Like,
right. What do you
tell
mean
me
by
more
that?
about that.
Right,
Tell me more about the
right.
energy.
Right.
Okay, Ebony, you cannot.
I know, but that's why I'm here.
Psychoanalyze.
Help me.
Yeah.
So look, right? Again, remember, we got to do things in stages, right?
Right,
And
right.
so if certain
Right,
things
right.
aren't deal breakers,
Right.
then you go until you get to a point where you can advance the stage, right? And so you talk to them and let them and find out whether or not you even like them as a person,
Right.
if you guys have anything in common, that type of stuff, right?
Right.
And then
That's
you can
good.
begin to decide whether or not I need to either bring them to church so that they can see, or whether or not I need to just use them as a project and help them get delivered, right?
Oh no, use them as a project
What?
and help them get delivered. I'm not a fan.
Some
for-
people are assignments.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. But you wouldn't be trying to figure that out. God will give you instructions if a person is assignment or not. But I want to go back to the invite people to church part. Because do you want to invite someone to church with you that may end up liking the church, but you may not like them? Now you stuck with the date.
No, that's in state. It depends on the stage.
Yeah.
You can't
okay.
do that. You don't just invite them when you're still
After
trying to
the
get
gym.
to know them.
Okay,
you know what
got
I'm saying?
you,
No,
got
you
you. Okay.
got to do that.
Okay.
As things progress.
Got it.
Like, cause you don't want them to come to your church and find somebody else at your church. You know what I'm saying? So you got to know that they into you first before you start inviting them into other places where other single women are. Like that just
Or
that
men.
don't oh Lord.
Yeah, come on.
Call
So-
in to 443.
So look, somebody asked about because we want to help people out, right? Somebody asked where do men hang out, right? And so look,
The saved ones.
see you can't put them in a saved or unsaved category yet.
Oh, here we go. Don't get them started, baby.
Yeah.
We only have 5 minutes.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Pastor.
I
3
know,
minutes.
but I want people to understand. Regular dudes love the Lord.
Yeah, they do.
Like so you would never, if you don't know me, chances are if you see me on the street right now, you would not know whether I'm saved or not.
That's true.
You just wouldn't know that.
But they'll know you married.
I always got the ring
I'm
on.
just putting it out there. Don't get it twisted.
I always got
I'm
the
just
ring
putting
on.
it out
They
there.
gonna know
Okay.
I'm married, but they won't know whether or not I'm saved. Right? And that's what we're talking about, whether they saved or not.
okay. I'm just putting it out there.
But so you gotta don't counsel people out because you don't know whether they saved. That's part of you getting to know them.
Right.
You find that out, and if they not saved, then you can throw them to the side.
But where we find them.
But so you can find them at all the places y'all like to be, and some of the places where y'all don't. So women I know like to eat, right?
We love
So you can find them in restaurants, but you won't find them in restaurants sitting at tables and in booths. You'll find them at the bar. So go sit at the bar and order your food. Just because you at the bar don't mean you got to drink nothing. If you're not a drinker, if you're not into that, that's fine.
Ginger ale look like, what it look like, babe?
Nothing. Ginger ale.
Oh.
But so go sit at the bar and allow the men who are at the bar, because usually one thing that's at the bar got you is televisions. We love to watch sports while we eat.
Okay, you got to speed it up. So the restaurant, the
Yeah,
bar,
the restaurant, the gym.
the gym,
Yeah, you can also
the
probably
mall,
meet them at the mall.
because
The
you
mall
shop,
is a good
you
place.
stay there.
Yeah,
Tell
I
'em.
mean,
Tell them you stay there.
not more than you. But anyway, you can meet people at the mall, but you can't go into the mall with an intention besides being seen.
That was good. Say that again.
You can't go to the mall with an intention besides
that
being
just took me all the way to
seen.
glory.
You
Yes,
gotta be
that's-
there to
that's-
be
no, that's
seen.
That's good, because I know someone that gets their face fully beat before they go to the gym. I mean, full blown makeup, and she goes to the gym, and she has no intentions on sweating.
Just to be seen.
But she goes just to be seen.
Well, are they in shape? Cause
No, but
see that now.
okay,
now we
it's
got
time
an
for us
issue.
to go. I told you it goes by fast. It goes by really fast.
Okay.
And
Ebony,
so,
we might have to have you back on.
yes.
Part 2.
Because we got some more questions,
Yes.
right? Because we know there's a lot of women out there that are attending church
Yes.
that don't have the pool to pick from, right? And so we're gonna help change that dynamic because we need some brothers in the church to help do what brothers need to do, and that's take their rightful place in God, fellas, ladies.
And I'm going to, if you all want PK to put together a adult field trip, we'll do an adult field trip where we'll gather all the singles and we're going to just bum rush somebody else's church.
Yeah, I like it. I like
Let's
it.
just take the singles on the field trip, go hit up somebody else's church and meet their singles. That's what I'm trying. I think I'm going to do that.
A radical takeover.
A radical
I'm the ball and
takeover.
she's the chain, or she's the ball and I'm the chain.
Whichever way you say it.
No matter
We're
how
not
you say
going
it, we ain't going
anywhere.
nowhere. We'll see you
Check
next
us
week,
out.
12:30, our new time.
Yes, and find us
12:30.
on all social media platforms, and we're at www.radicalcity.org. Until next week at 12:30.
Peace. X. Hit the X.
Lord Jesus.
All right, stop. Finish that, nigga.
That was good and fun.
Bye, guys.